Welcome to the first Chop It Up Anime podcast episode. Episode
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. Episode one. We started our channel March, May 10th. So basically,
Talking about TikTok or
just
page?
everything. I mean, the whole Chop It Up anime,
Yeah.
everything we done. Started in May 10th. We wanted to do a pod. We just kept on, trying to figure out how to do it, when to do it, and all that
Time,
time and everything
everything.
like that. But this is the first one. Hopefully, first of many. Let us know what we can do that's better, whether it be the quality, whether it be the conversations. Drop some conversations, topics that we can use. So.
Yeah. And for the title, or our name is Chop It Up Anime, so we will be talking about anime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we're mostly on TikTok right now, TikTok and Instagram. So same on everything. Chop It Up
Chop It Up
Anime.
Anime on Instagram and on TikTok.
We'll try to drop a podcast maybe once a week at least for
Once a
now.
week, or yeah, that's something we'll talk about.
Yeah, but we post on TikTok and Instagram every day,
2 times a day,
twice.
9 o'clock and at 2 o'clock. If it's a little late, it's because he's working or I'm working. So,
Yeah.
I think the first topic we're going to talk about is just ourselves, the introduction for the both of us. Daniel Nieves, I've been watching anime since.
The go.
Yeah, I did. I've been watching anime since 2017. I was a senior in high school. My parents had just bought a house, and I was staying with my cousin and them, and I was in like backyard. I was in their like what basement. They have a huge house though, so the basement was bigger than the place I have now. But it was their basement, and I just put on One Punch Man. And after One Punch Man, I watched Death Note, and then after Death Note, I watched Full Metal Alchemist, Alchemist, and then watched Brotherhood. And since then, I've just been watching it.
Type shit. My name is Jaren, or I guess we dropping the fucking goes.
My bad.
I actually used to think anime was weird, in high school, but then one day, like I had no reason to think it was weird. I don't know. I feel like that was
Bro, that was just the norm.
Yeah, the norm was like anime's weird. So
Bro,
I
that
was
was the
like,
norm.
I was in class one day and I was like, this girl was watching anime, and I said to somebody, I was like, yo, like, look, she's watching anime, and then the person was like, so, and I ain't gonna lie, like that after that day, it just changed my mind, and then I think after high school, I started Naruto was my first anime, and I was like,
Naruto being first is crazy too.
I was binging the fuck out of like when I tell you I was binging Naruto, bro. I was binging the fuck out of Naruto.
I feel like
every 2 seconds I was
feel
watching
like
that shit.
Naruto being the first is crazy.
How?
Bro, imagine you not watching anime, and then next thing you know, like, oh, let me pick up this this weird stuff because we thought it was weird back then. Let me pick up this weird thing, and then next thing you know, here you are watching 700 episodes of that show.
Naruto was good though. I like long.
So would you? Yeah.
I like long animes. Like what? Like if I go to a series and like One Piece didn't scare me. Like people are like, oh, so many episodes. That shit don't scare me.
That pisses me off.
I'd rather it have a lot of episodes.
Yeah,
personally.
No, I'm the same way. I like binging. Like I just watched all of the Dragon Ball series from original Z, GT, Daima, and Super, and now it's like, dang, like I've been watching that for such a long time right now. I wouldn't even say a long time, but I watched so much of it. Now I just gotta watch these at 12 episodes.
And this be like, and then the ones that be 12 episodes, then they don't release them till 2 years later, or they never came back.
Never coming back out.
And it's just like One Piece is still going. I mean, the pacing might be bad, but it's still going.
Yeah.
I started with Naruto, and after that, I binged the fuck out of Naruto. That's when I was living with my mom. And I can't remember the order, but I just started watching crazy anime. But I did watch Dragon Ball Z before. I mean, I feel like Dragon Ball Z was never. It's an anime, but I feel like they didn't really portray it as an anime.
Yeah, I wasn't that child that grew up with Dragon Ball Z. I grew up with like Beyblade. That's an anime. Bakugan. I don't know if you would consider that anime.
I still got my Bakugan.
That's crazy.
I gotta show you. Yeah,
dang. But yeah, I grew up with those. Pokemon, of course. I grew up playing the games. I love the shows. The movies are some of the best movies. I was basically the same, man. Like freshman year, I started dating my wife, and she watched anime, and I'm like, yo, you watch that childish stuff, like. Like, yo, like grow up. We're 14 years old. We're in high school now.
That shit's fire.
And my cousin watched it too. And I remember I went to Erie, Pennsylvania, and he went ahead and put on Attack on Titan. And I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, why are these naked giant creatures on the TV right now?
Attack on Titan had me rap first episode.
Yeah, I don't remember like when I first started Attack on Titan, but I was I think when season 4 came out, I was already caught up, so I was watching it like weekly when that came out. Attack on Titan was really good
I
though.
wasn't watching Attack on Titan weekly. I think I watched it all the way to season 2 and then caught up.
I'm trying
But
to think.
that
Yeah,
came that and then One Piece too. Surprisingly, One Piece first episode caught me.
yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
people
yeah.
say they didn't get into it till like episode 200, but first like and I it's funny cuz I started watching One Piece on a random day. Like
I was at work.
I forgot what I was doing, but I
Yeah,
was just like I think I was waiting for another show or something. I was like, let me just throw this because it kept popping up on
yeah.
Crunchyroll. Like,
Like, you gotta
let me just
listen to
pop it.
Crunchyroll sometimes.
I
They do
clicked
put you
it.
on some good stuff.
That motherfucker popped out the barrel, and I was hooked, bro.
Yeah.
All like, bro, I binged, and when I binge it, I binge it. Like, I watched the fuck out of it.
Well, that's like yeah. One piece. Once I started it, I binged it. Hunter, I dropped it.
Really,
It was boring in the beginning, in my opinion. I did watch it now.
I like Hunter.
ReZero was another show that I dropped that I went back to watch and I thought that was really good. Now One Piece though, I'm in the Navy, and so I was on the ship, and we were in the shipyards, and so we have nothing to do. So like we're not really doing our jobs,
Yeah,
and so I'm in a trailer. I'm like, well, let me go ahead. I think I just finished another show. I was like, all right, let me go ahead and start One Piece. One Piece hasn't even hit 1,000 episodes at this moment, so I'm like, yeah, let me just go ahead and watch it, bro. I remember watching the first episode during like October of 2020. My wife came back to Charlotte, and I stayed on that couch and watched about 30 to 40 episodes a day.
this shit
Bro,
is
I
good.
slept on the couch. I ate on the couch. I constantly, bro, I did not do nothing. I don't even think I showered for a couple days.
Yo,
That's how much I was into One Piece. Bro, I was binging One Piece that, like,
One Piece was
I got through
fire.
that. I think I caught up to One Piece 3 months, probably.
I can't remember my time. I can look it up on Crunchyroll. I don't remember my time frame, but I did definitely watch the fuck out of it. And then I got Giselle into it, but she dropped it.
Steph says she's going to watch it eventually.
I mean, I enjoy it. Everybody says it's long, but I mean,
But if you're
I
in,
feel, I feel like it being
this is
long is good because you can skip it. I don't know.
what doesn't make
So
sense to
certain
me
stuff.
is when people say that One Piece is too long, it's like, One Piece is too long, but then you'll sit here and you'll watch this show
Naruto.
that's 12 episodes, this show that's another 12 episodes, this show that might be 30 episodes, this show that's like 40 episodes. So you're watching all these different shows, but it all equals up to the amount of episodes One Piece is. And that's
Yeah.
just what doesn't make sense to me.
I think it's just One Piece's pacing. Well, people for the people that have watched it or try to watch it and they don't like it, I think it's just the pacing. But for the people that just say it's too long and don't watch it, then you just being
I don't know. You
fucking
haven't even
stubborn.
tried it, but they are coming out with a remake
Yeah,
by Wit Studio. I think I think they're trying to release it next year, but for the most part, I mean, I think it's going to be like compacted into like 400 episodes in total right now.
that's gonna
Um,
be cool.
so yeah, like a lot of the arcs that are like 80 episodes, they're knocking them out in 30 episodes. So a lot of like they just redid Fishman Island. I think Fishman Island is like 60 something episodes. They just not knocked it down to like I want to say 20 something episodes on the hiatus. So for the people that struggle to watch One Piece, it'll be fine. Go ahead and watch
Naruto
it.
too, though. Naruto
Bro,
has a lot of backstory, and it'd be the same fucking scenes.
and that's not even counting if you count Boruto in the Naruto
I hate
universe.
Boruto.
Not Boruto's not that
Oh
bad,
my
but
god.
if you're counting Boruto into the universe, that's already a smooth 1,000 episodes. Original Naruto's like 280, I think. Naruto Shippuden's 700 episodes,
Yeah,
and then I think Boruto maybe like 290 episodes.
of trash. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
Naruto's long as fuck too. What other animes? Let's say what other animes
that's long.
we've watched. So I think Naruto, One Piece were definitely my early animes. Assassination Classroom
Assassination Classroom was one.
was really
That's the
good.
first anime to make me tear up.
Yeah,
And it was the ending. I like for the I think for the most part, I didn't really care for the show itself. I watched it. I thought it was gonna be something completely different. I thought it was really going about to be kids on like Demon Time, but it wasn't. But at the end, I mean, spoilers for people who haven't seen it, but they're holding down Koro Sensei and they kill him. Yo, that was sad to me.
sad as fuck. Yeah, that was a good anime.
Full Metal for me.
I had started Full Metal. I can't remember where I dropped it, but
Yeah,
I feel like all those old animes, and I don't know if people agree with me or not, but like Inuyasha, Hellsing, well, not Hellsing
I
because
haven't seen Hellsing.
I didn't finish Hellsing, but Inuyasha,
Has
just the older
yeah.
animes, they feel like not repetitive, but it kind of repetitive. Like it feels like they're
Well,
doing the
that's
same
yeah.
thing just in a
So
different way.
so back then when anime was coming out, now it's a little different. It's a big huge difference. But back then in like those times, like the '90s and the early 2000s, they just dropped anime weekly. Like it
Like
wasn't.
it feels like a show. It feels like a SpongeBob. Like it's his
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
and then he's going on
It's just a
adventures.
bunch of episodes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
it
mean.
doesn't feel like a story. You feel
That's
me?
what it was. That's why like a lot of them shows they have a bunch of filler. That's why Naruto's full of filler
Yeah, it
because
don't.
they just kept releasing weekly instead of doing an actual schedule. But now we get anime that come out 12 episodes, and then next thing you know, we gotta wait a year or two
I
to
hate
come
that
out.
shit.
I'm waiting on Hell's Paradise to come out. It's only 12 episodes, and then we haven't seen it since 2023.
They're saying Solo Leveling is not coming out till 2028. That's what
That's
I
crazy.
heard.
That's crazy.
Could be wrong, but I heard
I don't
2028.
know.
Like 2028,
I
but
mean,
that's 4 years
hey,
or
what is it?
3 years.
Sakamoto Days coming back already. Don Don just finished up, I think, in like December. That's already coming back in the summertime
Don
in
Don's
July.
fire.
Yeah, so I don't know. Would you do you prefer the old school anime to where they just drop episodes and you have stuff to watch, or the new style where they drop 12 episodes and then may come back in the next year or two?
I'd rather just them keep dropping it.
So filler. I'm not against filler
Just depends, like
if the filler's good.
that, yeah. But also like with One Piece, we keep going back to One Piece, but One Piece, their episode dropping is like the same shit dragged out. I'd
Yeah.
rather drop fire episodes and then a filler every once in a while. I feel
Uh,
like One Piece drops fire episodes and then they stretch out some shit.
so do you so like this next episode of One Piece, and I think we'll probably release this the next day we record this. So the episode that's going to come out on this date is going to
Tomorrow,
be Kuma's backstory, and then I'm pretty sure the next week after that is going to be
a
Chopper's
filler.
flashback or like something like
That shit
a
is so
filler like
annoying.
that. I don't like that, especially. I mean, I understand that One Piece they're putting in some crazy animation for us, and that takes time. But like, bro, we don't need to see another Chopper flashback of what's happening on the story. I'm pretty sure most of us remember, and what they're showing us is probably not that important.
But then on the other hand, with the 12 episodes, like the 12 episode scheme is fire. Like I like the shortness, but I don't feel like waiting a year or two for another season.
I think they should do 24. I think 24 is a perfect
But
season.
then it's just the waiting. Like I just watch, like you just watched the one of the best animes ever, and then you fucking gotta wait 2 years for to know what happened next.
I mean, yeah, but that's how they drop quality. It's basically quality over
Yeah, I
quantity.
understand it takes time and
Yeah,
shit, and
it's
the anime
quality
be
over
fire, but
quantity. I mean, what you want more? Like if they just kept dropping Solo Leveling every year, now I think an animation studio can do it because if you got one animation studio that's just worried about one anime, you're fine. But there's other studios like I'm pretty sure like JC Staff, they did like Fairy Tail and all that stuff. Bro, they be having like 3 or 4 shows coming out a season,
yeah.
but their animation shows that they don't have the nicest animation in my opinion. So that's probably why I'm cool with the 24 episodes. I think that's like that'd be like a good standard if the anime community started doing that. It was instead of 12 episodes, 24 episodes, and then maybe like a year and a half of waiting till the next season. But you're just gonna constantly get
Year and
good
a half.
content.
Maybe like 6 months.
6 months is crazy.
6 months? I don't know, bro. It just be too long. I mean, I got a lot of other shows I need to watch anyways, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are some of the shows that you have on your watch list?
I would have to bring it up, but I just finished ReZero. ReZero was a good anime. Let me bring up my watch
I put
list.
them on. Bro, I got like I think I just hit 200 plus on what I got to watch. Um,
So I finished ReZero and Wistoria. Um,
Licorice Recoil.
yeah, Licorice
That's on my
Recoil,
list.
Saga of Tanya the Evil,
Goaded. He probably you got to watch that next.
Dragon Quest,
Dragon Quest. I love.
Mecha Ude,
Mecha Ude's good.
No Longer Allowed in Another World, which I told you about that one.
I mean, I'll pick it up if you want to pick it
Fairy
up.
Tale. The one you should watch. What was that one I showed you where he punched the bag or like the little crystal and it blew up? Like I watched it recently. It's a short anime. It's pretty good.
That he punched the Osian newbie.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Oh,
Where he
yeah, I
punches
got it
the
on my
little
list. I
princess.
just
It's
haven't.
good.
Yeah, that's the. I forgot how to say it, but yeah, that's on my list. Man, I got so much on my
You want
list.
to talk about my list? Yeah, I was about to say your list is crazy.
I just hit 200 plus on what I'm watching. Bro, I be on Instagram and TikTok, and then I follow a bunch of pages that hey, you should watch this if you like this, and this. And then I'll just be picking up. I want to pick up the Gundam series.
I feel like every time I see an anime on Instagram or something that looks fire, and it's like you should watch this. It's not on Crunchyroll. Like what's
Oh, that is
that?
very true.
What's that anime? Like it's like I forgot. It's like Earth, Wind, Fire or whatever. It's
That's
like a
Avatar.
no, not Avatar. Avatar is fire though. It's not an anime, but it's fire. It's like a Japanese anime. You can't watch it on Crunchyroll or
Oh, Fog Hill the Five.
yeah, that
Oh
shit
my!
looks fire.
I think there's only like 6 episodes out for it, but
Every
bro,
time I
Fog
see the
Hill.
animation, I'm
So
like, that shit looks good.
that's a Dongua.
Okay,
So that's Chinese animation. Bro,
Chinese.
Chinese animation,
That shit looks
they
fire.
bro they go crazy with that's to be Hero X is a Chinese animation with Japanese animation. So
Yeah.
it's Billy Billy and I think Aniplex and bro they're great at it, but their stories don't be that good.
Well, I don't know. Every time I see that shit pop up on my
But
feed, I'm like, bro, that shit looks
that's like if
good.
you have an anime. There's one called Taco P Destiny, is by Mappa. Great, bro. Great animation, but like the story wise, it's probably just not the best.
Yeah.
But that's another like 12 episode anime you should watch. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just I don't know. Would you rather have a 12 episode anime with nothing but fights and no plot, or 12 episode anime with like some crazy plot?
I mean, the plot definitely. I mean, you watch stuff for different reasons.
Yeah,
I feel like Dragon Ball,
bro,
their
that's just
plot,
fights.
their plot is not really crazy,
No,
but the fights look good.
that's just fight. It's
Yeah.
just tournaments.
So it just depends on, I guess. I mean, if the anime it starts off just fights, then cool. But if it starts off
That's like solo leveling.
Solo Leveling is fire though.
Yeah, but that's like there's no plot anymore. People
There
could
was
you could
though
say there's plot. There was the plot was
to heal his
to make
mom.
money, heal his mom, and put his sister to school. He has the money now. His mom's good now, and I'm pretty sure his sister gonna go to school regardless.
Yeah, but now he's one of the strongest. No, there's a plot because think about it. The guy, he's the only hunter that can level up. And what?
That's not plot.
That is so the plot, like the guy, everybody's figuring out that he's not like a regular hunter. And then you got those three like strong ass motherfuckers that popped up at the
The
end.
monarchs.
Yeah, and I'm sure in the manga it goes further.
It's manhwa.
Manhwa, manga.
Hey, he needs to pick a
Oh
manga,
my
but he
god,
won't.
I don't read. I don't read. I can't read.
Bro, just for the collection. That would look so tough.
I got One Piece.
Somewhere. We used
It's
it
right
today.
there.
Bro, you gotta pick up some manga, bro.
I can't.
Especially
Mine.
especially like shows that like I just finished The Promised
I'll
Neverland.
watch it.
Nah, but sometimes the shows don't really like they don't go off of the anime and they just do this whole 360. So The Promised Neverland, have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a show right there where it season one was a perfect adaptation to the manga, but then it stopped season two and then they just finished it in season two.
It was good
Bro,
though.
no. If you like they missed out one of the biggest arcs, which is Goldie Pond, is basically Emma her I don't even think we've seen him in the freaking show. Her, Lucas, and Ray, they go out into the they just go out into the wilderness. I forgot what they're looking for, but then Emma gets stolen and they send her to this place called Goldie Pond. And Goldie Pond is a hunting ground for some of the higher arcs of demons. So basically what they do is they steal a bunch of kids from the different farms, they have them live there for a couple of days, and every like 2 days, these bells go off or these horns go off, and then you got like I think it was like 5 demons hunting them because the demons enjoyed the hunting of the humans, but they made a pact that they won't hunt humans no more, and that's why there's farms.
The fuck they mentioned that in the story.
No, Goldie Pond was not in it.
Well, not maybe not Goldie Pond, but I knew that it was
They
like a
they mentioned
farm.
they mentioned the farms and stuff, but what I'm saying is like that's like in
Yeah, I
my
know they
opinion
never
that's
go
one of
off
the
the.
best arcs
They never go
in
off the manga. I mean, I'll watch manga like One Piece. I watch somebody read it.
Yeah, like I
Like
do that. Like I
animated,
keep
they
up.
animated.
Yeah, I keep up with like I don't read the One Piece mangas. I want to buy the collection from the volume one all the way up. But like I'll watch like TikTok videos on what's going to go on with what's going on with the manga. Especially because I'm gonna get spoiled regardless, and I don't care for spoilers.
This man spoils the fuck out of
Yeah.
everything.
I'm always spoiling it. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna come out. We're gonna watch it. It's still gonna be good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's still that surprise factor. Like when Ace died, I didn't know Ace was dying.
I knew Ace was that. You know what got me though, and I was already spoiled. Was so like in Naruto, I never cried for any death other than Neji, and I don't know why,
Neji,
bro. I'm watching it and I'm watching it on my phone, and my wife is knocked out, and I didn't cry when Jiraiya died. I don't like Jiraiya at
Jiraiya
all.
is fire,
I don't
bro.
like Jiraiya, bro. What happens is this man. You got some stakes coming down on Naruto. Hinata jumps in the way, and then Neji goes in the way, and he dies. I already knew he was gonna die, but I still shed a little tear.
I don't think I cried when Neji died. That's what's her name? Hinata when Pain threw her up in the air
Yeah,
and
like he should have.
that shouldn't make you sad when
My favorite character of all time is
kiss my
Pain.
ninja way.
Bro, my favorite character is Pain. I think everything he did was justified. He
Oh
100%
my
should have took out the whole
god,
village.
this
He's the
man's a
GOAT.
Pain glazer.
Yeah, he's a Zoro Glazer.
Zoro is
Bro,
one of the best anime
bro,
characters
we're
ever.
watching, we're making a skit, and I'm like, yeah, just pull up like a fight on YouTube. First thing, Zoro versus King.
Shit's fire.
It's good. Very good.
That is one of the
But I,
best fights I've ever seen in my fucking life.
oh
The
my gosh.
25 years I've been living.
Bro, Momoshiki versus Naruto
That one's
Sasuke is
good
better.
too.
Tengen
No, I don't know
versus
about better.
Tengen versus Gutierrez
That
better.
one is fire.
What else is better than
That
that?
one's probably one of the
I
best
feel
too.
like a
Yeah,
bunch of Naruto fights are better than that. One Piece don't got well now they do, but One
I would
Piece
like to.
didn't have good fights.
I would like to see Naruto reanimated.
Reanimated, yeah, I
That should
would
be
too.
fire.
The one so their animation studio, Studio Period, they're the ones that do Bleach. And so they were doing
Oh, Bleach
Bleach Classic.
thousand. That what the
1,000 Year
fuck,
Blood War.
bro? That show is fire. Especially seeing what's his face's Bankai, the leader
Shunsui.
that the one that died with the
Oh,
fire.
Yamamoto.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think that was
his
Shunsui.
shit
I don't think
was
you watched Shunsui. I
fire.
think you stopped on Shunsui's.
I
That's
need
what you
to.
need to pick up too, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
Or
it.
finish it.
Come back.
Yeah,
No,
Shunsui's
when I
Bankai was
seen
tough.
his Bankai though, like he made all the air go away, and then he break the fire. I was like, yo,
So who
and
you
then they
think
killed him.
who you think wins in a fight, him or Master Roshi? This is bro. A lot of people
What?
who wins in a fight, Master Roshi or Yamamoto from Bleach?
We talking about Master Roshi like from Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah,
like right now, like old man Master Roshi.
yeah.
I think he's dying.
Yeah, Master Roshi.
Yes.
Okay,
What the fuck type of
bro.
question is that?
That's a question. Everybody thinks Master Roshi wins. Bro,
How?
he's in the Dragon Ball universe. Oh my gosh, he did this, and this. I mean, he was boxing in the tournament of power.
Oh my god, they gave him, but he's not winning that. I'm sorry.
I don't think he's. I think
He,
Yamamoto wins.
Bleach verse is crazy too, though.
Yeah, but I mean, the Bleach verse ain't hanging with Dragon Ball. And I used to be that before I finished Super, before I finished Super, I'm thinking like, bro, everybody's just glazing Goku like he's not that
No,
strong.
Goku's tough.
Nah, Goku's tough. And then, bro, in the beginning of Super, he's fighting Beerus. Bro,
Yeah,
they were literally shaking the universe with
and
their
Beerus is
punches.
a
And this is just
destroyer.
Super Saiyan God. This is not Blue. This is not UI. They were literally shaking. Like you see the air and everything's just distorting because of their punches.
Now, Beerus is
From
tough.
there, yeah, from there, I'm like, yeah, Goku's really like that. Now I understand why people say, but can he be Goku?
Yeah, no, and I think Goku's up there. That's why when that video we just did for TikTok, like Goku's #1 martial artist.
Yeah, he's a master of martial
Like,
arts. He's also old though.
nah, but I don't think Roshi's winning that.
Nah, I
I'm
don't think
sorry.
so either.
That Bankai is tough.
His Bankai is tough.
Yeah,
But yeah, with Studio Period, they were supposed to drop 4 episodes of Naruto.
really.
Yeah, they were supposed to, but I think it was like last year October, but they just didn't. But I mean, what they're doing is Studio Para was animating. This is also a reason why Black Clover is not out. They were animating Black Clover, Boruto, I think Naruto at the time. Oh no, Black Clover, Boruto, and they were doing Thousand Year Blood War. So they were animating all 3 of those shows, and they stopped it. And now what they're doing is 12 episodes a season, and then they're gonna focus on one show and then release the next one. So I think next year is the last core of Thousand Year Blood War, and then they're coming back out with Boruto.
I need Black Clover, bro. Fuck Baruto.
They're gonna focus on Boruto.
Bro, Black Clover, when I started watching that too, that was one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite animes.
I watched that in like 2021. That was really tough. Yeah.
And
I mean,
then
yeah.
Black Clover. I think I watched Black Clover and Mob Psycho around the same time.
Mob Psycho is,
Mob Psycho is
bro.
the fights are crazy and then it's funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most the underrated shows.
Like his sensei, what's his sensei's name?
Reagan,
That motherfucker
scam
is
artist,
hilarious.
a literal scam artist.
That's the first anime Giselle's watched like start to finish without
Mm,
pausing. Like she watched the fuck out of that show,
mm.
and
I mean, that's a good one to watch.
Mob
Steph
Psycho is
hasn't watched
hilarious.
that.
What?
No, she hasn't.
You need to
But
put her
Steph
on.
really don't really. She don't watch anime as much as no more as she did back then. But like she'll pick up a show with me and we'll watch stuff. I feel like that's the only way I can really get her to watch things. So like right now, well, we just finished Apocalypse Theory Diaries. Right now we're watching The Kami Got Kill. I think we're on like episode 10. But other than that, she won't sit there and watch a show anymore.
Nah, Giselle sucks at watching. Like we can get like 2 episodes max, and then she's like bored.
Well, that's what me and Steph is. Well, yeah, we're like a 2 episode type of.
I'm
gonna sit there
like
and watch it
if I'm into an anime, I'll watch 5+ episodes and not
in a
even think
sitting.
about it.
Yeah, I would too. I just that's how I like to watch anime. But Steph, I finished the first one. I'll finish the first episode. Then I'm like, hey, you still got another one? Yeah, I do. Okay, bet. That second one, hey, you got another one? No, I think I'm gonna go do something now.
Nah, Giselle done
No.
said she'd be asleep.
Oh no, I'm the one that sleeps.
And I'll be like, bro, wake up. And she'll be like, oh, I'm not asleep.
No, I'm the
And
one
I'll
that
be like, I'm going to
sleeps.
turn it off. She'll be like, no, just keep going, keep going.
That's me,
Play it for 2 more
100%.
seconds. And
That is me,
I'm like,
100%.
bro, why can't you just say you sleepy, bro? Just turn the shit
Oh
off.
my,
That's
yeah.
what we do with Golden Kamuy. We still haven't finished that shit.
That's on my list. I'm
It's not
watching.
bad.
Yeah, that's on my list. I'm on.
But have you seen that clip that's going viral? That shit is wild.
Look,
Golden Kamuy is a little freaky
they were
deaky.
trying to make fun of me because I watch Undead Unluck.
No, it was the way that Stephanie described it.
Because she didn't describe it the right way. That's not what Undead Unluck is.
No,
She definitely didn't describe it the right way.
She said, what did she say? She said they gotta fuck to power up.
Yeah, but that's not how it is, bro. It's just the more that they touch, and if they kiss, he gets even more unluck, and he's
hell no.
he can't die. I mean, I don't know. What
Then we gotta beat her cheeks to power up.
Nah, he ain't do that. They do get married though. Spoiler, my bad.
Yeah,
They do get married though.
What else is on my? Did I say on my watch list? Oh, Vigilantes is tough right now.
Vigilantes is tough. Yeah, Vigilantes. Bro, I wish Knuckle Duster had some powers.
Yo, you know what's a hilarious anime that I used to watch? And this one of my friends I played the game with put me on called it's Ghost Stories.
Oh yeah, that's on my list, bro. I gotta watch bro. I will watch the dub on TikTok. But it's so funny.
No, you can only watch it in dub. That's
yeah.
You can't watch it in Japanese because the story that I got told, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently the anime flopped when they dropped it in Japanese. So they like fuck it on the English dub. They're like whatever, and they just say the craziest shit ever.
Crazy, bro.
Like
they say running, bro. Run like there's a big black man behind you.
Yeah, and then the little kid like yeah. That shit is so funny.
Bro, the cat got like a really deep voice.
Yeah, bro, that shit is hilarious.
Yeah, that's a funny one. Bro, now there was an episode of Dragon Ball Super, and it was Universe 6 versus Universe 7 playing baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, that had me cracking up.
I can't remember it, but bro, I know what you're talking about.
They had Yamcha, he's a baseball player in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So Yamcha's like, oh yeah, like we're gonna win 100%. But that man ain't got no power. That man ain't got no power. And so like he'll hit the ball or he'll go to catch the ball, and either like Champa or Vegeta will hit him. Bro, he's weak. So but he's just flopping everywhere. He's dying. Bro, at the very end, Beerus versus Champa, they start fighting each other. And so they basically destroy the baseball field. And so they're like, oh my gosh, we had to run away. Now we won't know who won. And they're like, wait, look. Bro, it's Yamcha in his pose on the floor like this. The famous pose. And he was on the base. And so Universe 7 won. But bro, that had me dying. I don't even like Yamcha, but he had me cracking up.
That's why I could watch Super again. Super was good.
Super was good. It gets a lot of hate. I can't lie.
I don't see that. I love Super.
They said like a lot of people will say because of the animation, it wasn't. Was fire. Well, later on, yeah, but in the beginning, like versus Beerus and them, yeah, it was not the best.
I like Beerus.
It was just very still frame. And
I mean, I feel like when you go, you get. I'm not going to Dragon Ball Z for like
good fights.
Demon Slayer looking fights. Like I'm
But
just going. I'm
why?
going for the box. Like I
Yeah, but
like
like I'm
even
not.
Dragon Ball
I
Z
don't want
Kai
you boxing.
look not. It didn't look crazy, but
I didn't
that's
watch
how they
Kai.
fight.
I watched Z.
Or Z. I mean, Kai came on. That's what came on
Well, like
Nickelodeon.
even like with Dragon Ball Z, like I don't think the fights were that good. They're just nostalgic,
Yeah,
and
they're still fire. Like
I don't think
it's
the fights were good.
I don't know. I like Dragon Ball Z
I
animation.
think the fights in Super are definitely way better. But you know, like
Super is fire
they're this that's the same animation studio that does One Piece. So why can't we get some crazy animation like One Piece does?
because One Piece is hyped right now. I think One Piece is making more money. I don't know how much Dragon Ball Z
Nah,
made
I think because even then, like Dragon Ball is way such a way more iconic anime than One Piece.
and then you got I heard like a lot of the animators are really liking like animating Luffy because
He's a
he can do
he's a
whatever.
god at this point.
Yeah, and plus he has like the tune for it, so they can
Yeah,
like really animate him doing anything. Like one of the animators was like trying to make it logical, like Luffy can't fly, but how am I gonna make him fly in the scene? And it was just like do it, like he
make
can
it.
do whatever
Yeah,
fuck he
that's
wants.
like Mashal. He can fly.
Mashley,
Mashal.
Mashley,
Man, Mashal flies. He just kicks his legs together and he flies.
that Mashley was hilarious, bro. That
Yeah,
was a good one too. But yeah,
that's another good one. But
we can make this one a short one though. This is the first
yeah,
pod introductions. We
where
we
we are right now.
we said how many 20 so 30 something. We said what animes we watched, what we started off with. Let us know in the comments what you guys started off with. Let us know what kind of content you want to see on the YouTube. Probably more podcasts, but who knows? We're talking about doing vlogs too. Going to the
Yeah,
manga
we're gonna
shop or
go have
something.
him buy his first manga.
Um yeah, just let us know, man. This one is gonna be
30
probably
something minute
yeah.
pod.
We'll get better for sure, but definitely watch us on TikTok. We do skits and filters and all that good
Filter
shit.
battles. Yep.
Yeah.
Skits all
We
day.
got some bangers. Well, this is dropping tomorrow, Sunday. So probably by the time this comes out, our skit will be out. We think it's fire. Might go viral. I don't know. You might see us with
Yo.
2.1 million likes when you go look at it. But yeah, check that out. And yeah, man. Chop it up anime.
Chop it up.
I was wanting to spit this gum.